hello, good afternoon, good morning, whatever it is, whatever time of the day it may be, wherever you are located. Anyways, happy Friday, everybody. My goodness, what a noisy airport we are witnessing right now. My goodness, everybody. Currently sitting at Austin Bergstrom International Airport in Austin, Texas. Listen to all that air traffic. What is all of that racket? Do I see any airplanes? Khaled, what's going on, my man? Oh yeah, lots of airplanes taxiing in and out of here. Sounds like we have a couple of departures right there. Alright. Very noisy. Very noisy indeed. Big business. What's going on? He says, just in time? Oh yeah. Alright. And look what's in front of us, everybody. FlyByWire A320neo. Spirit Airlines, home of the Bear Fair. Today's journeys take us from Austin, Texas, Austin Bergstrom International Airport. And we are headed over to Monterrey, General Mariano Escobedo International Airport in Monterrey, Mexico. From Mexico, we are heading back to Texas, except we are going to Houston for the last leg. Lay the house. What's going on, my friend? Welcome. Seems like we got bad weather today. Yeah, it's pretty cloudy and dark. Hopefully we won't have any issues departing out of here. We will check our METAR, of course, once we get in the airplane. But really looking forward to flying an Airbus. Haven't been in a bus in quite a while, so looking forward to that one. Have all my setup good and ready to go. I actually spent a good amount of time this morning on my PC updating a lot of the drivers and going through the motherboard and updating those drivers and just kind of configuring the PC so it'll run a little bit smoother. That's something that I really fail to do. I'm kind of, I wouldn't say challenged when it comes to installing drivers. I would say some of them are just kind of weird and there's certain versions that work better, so I'm really starting to research that to kind of get my PC optimized as best as possible. And we're doing pretty well. It seems to be running nicely now. Because for a little while there, like I said, we had those Windows updates, and it kind of, don't want to say slowed things down. I would say more or less just everything felt very choppy and sloppy with the way my PC was running, and ever since I kind of went and changed the drivers around, everything seems to be running a lot more smoothly. And that's really what I'm looking for. I don't want the simulator or my PC to be running bad, so that was my main goal behind it. Anyways, what do you say we get in the flight deck and get going, everybody? Oops. The airplane is completely cold and dark. Nothing going on the inside, as you can see. So the first thing we're going to need to do is come up to the overhead panel and turn on the external power. Wait for the gongs to stop. Here we go. We hear everything coming to life. Okay, batteries 1 and 2 coming on. Nav lights coming on as well. Emergency exit lights are going to arm. Crew supply oxygen will come on. We'll get our aiders over to the nav position 1, 2, and 3 in order. We'll get some overhead lighting on, seeming as it is a little bit dark. We'll get our dome lights to dim. We'll get our no smoking sign on, because that stays on all the time. There we go. Excellent. We will get our pack flow up to high also and immediately take care of this and get this nice and cool for everybody that is going to be entering the airplane. Alright. Everything is up and running. The next thing we're going to want to do is come down here and take care of some of this lighting here. Kind of get our screens as bright as possible so we can see what we are doing. Come on, can I adjust the nav display brightness, please? There we go. Get our PFD lit up nicely. Get our ECAMs done. First officer, we can give him some light too. Get this integrated lighting on. Get a... Ooh, look at the new lighting effects that they added to the fly-by-wire. I just updated this, so I haven't seen a lot of this. Mystic, what's up? Let's get this all lit up as well. There we go. No floodlight required, but we're going to get the McDo's nice and bright here. Same thing with our first officer's side. Alright, Everything is all lit up nicely. So, without further ado, let's come over here to GSX. For some reason, the key command isn't working that I had set up for... Oh, there it goes. Okay. So we are going to request boarding right away and get everybody in the airplane first off. So, let's head on down to the McDo here and let's get to work. We will come over to our init page. We will hit init request. It's going to bring our SimBrief flight plan right over to the McDo, which it did. Not going to put anything in our company route. We're going to come over here to our winds and temps. We're going to request those from our SimBrief flight plan as well. Okay, excellent. Looking absolutely wonderful there. Cost index is 10. Cruise altitude is 340. Lovely. All right. Let's head over to our flight plan, and we got to get everything taken care of here. Get rid of that discontinuity. Now, going out of Austin, which runway are we using, everybody? Looks like out of Austin, we are using runway 18 right. That is where we are departing from. 18 right. And we are using the Bindia 3 departure, which is right here. We will insert that in. Excellent. Get rid of this discontinuity. Come over here to MMMY, Monterrey. Let's see. Janet, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for joining. We are going in on runway 11. Hopefully that won't be subject to change, because I'd really like to do a RNAV arrival using the NOTAL 1A via the... That's it. No transition. Enter that in. Let's come over here to our flight plan and keep going through. Just make sure there's no discontinuities. There's one. Got to get rid of that. Okay, lovely. I broke my leg, so I can't go to work. That's the only reason I'm here early. Oh, Janet, I'm sorry to hear that. Best of luck with your healing process for sure. That stinks. I've never broken a bone before, so I can only imagine what that's like. Then again, I'm a really big baby when it comes to medical stuff, so God bless you. Really hope that everything works out for you and your leg heals up perfectly fine. No problem. Alright, let's go through the flight plan here and make sure everything looks good, make sure nothing looks crazy. Make sure it's a nice, straightforward approach. Looks that way to me. Lovely. That is all set to go. Let's get this back over to ARC. Awesome. Everything is looking good there. Let's go to the perf page. And actually, if we're missing something here, we hit right on here. We need to get our 0 fuel weight and 0 fuel weight CG. There we go. Enter that in. Get our block fuel. Oh, we need to enter that in manually. Our block fuel is 12.0. Although, something about that seems weird. 11.9. Yeah, I guess it's right. Rounding it up, 12.0. There we go. Excellent. Looking good. Now we can come over here to our perf page, and we can get our V-speeds all configured. Format ever. Do I gotta put my flaps in first? Probably. Flaps 1, flex 2 temp. Go 50. There we go. Alright, that's all set for our V-speeds. Excellent. And I think we're pretty much good to go. There's not really anything else that we need to do on our end as far as the flight plan is concerned. What we're going to do is we're going to come up over top, and we are going to start the APU. Get our seatbelt signs on as well for everybody to let them know to please take their seats as we are going to be departing shortly. Well, I guess while the passengers board and these guys do their thing, it looks like we're going to be waiting quite a little while because those darn luggage cars are taking forever to get to the airplane with the baggage that these gentlemen need to load. So let's do our walk around while we wait, shall we? And in the meantime, I'm going to slow down the rate at which passengers are boarding the airplane. We have it set to very dense. We'll just go dense, and we're only going to do that to kind of help these guys out and not really make it take, not have the passengers be boarded long before these guys are done. Okay, and everybody, there's a new command. Somebody type in !followage. FOLLOWAGE. !followage. That should tell you how long you've been subscribed to the channel. It should. So, somebody go test that out for me and see if it works. I would greatly appreciate that. That's a new command I just added this morning. Alright, let's start with our walkthrough, yeah? Coming up here, the gear looking fine. Tires looking good. No leaks, no damage. Nothing crazy like that going on. Oh, there we go. Commands, add, follow since. Oh, it's linked to Twitch. It's linked to Twitch. That's why. Okay, well, never mind on that, everybody. I'm gonna have to look into that and have that fixed. I must have done something wrong with the setup and didn't change it, but that's okay. Alright, these guys have started their baggage loading now. Looking right here, we got our tires on this gear looking nicely. Everything's looking good up here. No leaks, no oil, no nothing, no damage. Same thing with our engine. Let's take a look here. Why is our camera speed still so high, man? Why did that not change? Keep it at 2, please. There we go. Alright, engine's looking good. Come around the back. Let's take a look at this. Everything's looking nice also. No oil leaks, no fuel leaks, nothing weird looking here. We'll do the same thing with our wingtips. Let's walk around the entire side. No damage. Everything looks okay. Your nav lights are functioning. Let's take a look at the side of the airplane now. Let's jump over this guy's thing. Everything's looking good here. No damage. Vertical stabilizer looking nice. Elevator's looking good. APU is APUing, as you can hear. Alright, let's keep moving. Hello! How are you today? Working hard or hardly working? You are dressed up awfully snug for being in Austin, Texas right now. Alright. No damage to the airplane out here. Everything's looking good. Let's check out our landing gear here. Everything is intact. Brakes look okay. Tires look fine. They don't look chewed up in any way that's going to be concerning. This is looking nice. Same thing with up in here. Everything looks good. No damage. Let's check the engine now. Nacelle looks good. Inside the engine looks good. Home of the Bear Fair. Everything looks good here. No damage. Okay, let's continue on. Let's check the rest of the wing out here. Everything looks good. Nav light is working on that side. And lovely. The wing looks good. Alright, that about completes our walkthrough. There's about 70 more passengers that need to be boarded on the airplane still. So, let's get back over here and get underneath the airplane here. And the one thing we're going to check is the pitot tubes and our static port up here, just to make sure none of the pitot tubes are blocked. Nothing is obstructing them. Static port looks good up there. Nose of the airplane looks good. Radar shield is looking good. Okay. Alright. Lovely. Looking very, very nice. Let's hop back inside the flight deck now. 2 months ago, I traveled on Spirit to Puerto Rico. Nice. How was it? I've never flown on Spirit. My girlfriend has. And she told me it was a very, very interesting experience. Remember, everybody, if you haven't done so already, please hit that like button for me on this stream. I would greatly appreciate it. Get this stream up to as many likes as we possibly can. Would really, really, really greatly appreciate that. As well as if you are new here and you are enjoying the stream, please consider becoming a subscriber. That would really, really mean a lot to me. We have a goal of 750 subscribers, everybody. That's our goal. That's what we want to reach here shortly. I'm gonna make myself a little bit bigger there. That's our goal to reach shortly, 750. And once we do hit 750, we will be doing a 750 subscriber long haul special. And basically what that entails is a long haul flight, and you guys are going to be able to join along with me, which is the cool part. Set our autopilot 34,000, get our constraints on. Looking good. The APU has been fired up, so let's get our bleed on, really get some air into the cabin and cockpit for us, and we are pretty much good to go. We just have to wait for our passengers to finish boarding, and then we are going to be good to go. As you can see, he's only got a few more bags there himself. This gentleman's all done on the other side. We're just waiting on this slow Joe right here. Our jetway is already disconnecting. For whatever reason, while there's still passengers boarding. Good old GSX, huh? And I just updated it too. They just released another patch, and I just updated it, and that problem still happens. That problem still happens with the jetway, just randomly disconnecting. And it drives me absolutely nuts. Okay, let's go, let's go greet some passengers, shall we? Do a little bit of morphing here. Hello. How are ya? My goodness, those airplanes out there are so loud. My God. Make me go deaf. Hey, what's up? Welcome on board. Hey, how are you? Watch your head. Anybody else? Hey, what's going on, Matthew McConaughey? What's up? Conan, what's going on? How's life been since the late night talk show host gig has ended? No response? Alright. Hey, what's going on, Dak Prescott? What's good? Patrick Mahomes, what's going on? The guy looks like Patrick Mahomes to me. Got a weird haircut now, though. Who else we got going down here? Hey, it's WWE Superstar Edge. How's it going? This lady, you are on many of our flights, and your walking style is just very interesting. Hey, what's going on, my man? Welcome. Why does nobody have any carry-on luggage? Anybody notice that? Nobody has any personal belongings with them. Bro doesn't carry, just walked on by? Oh, yeah. You notice that, like, nobody has purses, nobody has satchels, nobody has fanny packs, nothing. Nothing at all. Alright, you a tall one. Hey, finally, someone brought a book with them. What's she reading? What does that say? Can't read that. Stop moving. The running something. Something simulator. The Omnibus Simulator? That's an interesting book. Now this guy's dressed up to go to Monterrey. He has to hold up his pants while he walks, though. OMSI 2? That's what that said? I don't know what that is. Aviation memes, what's going on? Welcome. Alright. That should be the last of them. This is our last guy that should be getting on, so let's follow him. Ready to go to Mexico. Taking my first vacation in 15 years. And this gentleman's dressed absolutely perfectly. We're just gonna walk right through this lady, apparently. Pass right through this door without any issues. That's weird. Oh, I guess those guys weren't the last people. That's weird how you can see that from here. It's kind of like Harry Potter, right? When they go through the wall. To Hogwarts. Oh, wait. A320. Never mind. But, let's get back in the flight deck here. Take a look at our pilots. Hello. I tried to choose a guy that kind of looks like me. That's kind of the best I could do with what I could find with this game. We have indoor airport. I don't think this one has it. Boarding complete. Okay. I mean, I disagree with that, but... Alright, let's get out here. It's a bus simulator. Got it. Not exactly my thing, but I respect it. Okay. Back inside the flight deck now. Let's get everything moving. We're going to get our fasten seatbelt sign turned on. Oh, we already did that. Okay, awesome. So we're going to get our fuel pumps on and going. There we go. We will get our beacons on already, so we can get on out of here. And let's go up to the GSX menu and request pushback and departure. Oops. Bus simulator.
We are ready for pushback.
Whoop, oops. God darn it, man. You know, I am the absolute worst with doing that. I always accidentally remove the source for my gosh darn there we go. Always accidentally. I don't remove it. I hit this little button right here accidentally, and then by the time I bring it back, there's a difference between screen capture and game capture. Yes. Anyways. But it's good. We back. Now we can get our volume back up here. We need to go. We are going out on runway, what did we say? It's 18, right? 18 right, yep. Okay. So which means to get to 18 right, we need to push back out into our right. So, ask them to put our nose to the right.
Locking gear.
We will come down here, we will get our cockpit door locked, we will get our engine mode over to ignition and start. And we can come over here to the engine view for the engine start, seeming as we can disconnect the parking brake and start our engines right from here without needing to move. So as soon as they tell us to disconnect our parking brake, we will do so, get pushed, and hear the lovely sounds of our Airbus coming to life.
Release parking brakes.
Releasing parking brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, engine number 2 coming up. What's the difference between Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 or just Microsoft Flight Simulator? Different versions. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 is the newest edition. The previous one before that would have been Flight Simulator X. And yes, as Janet says, if you look at the difference between them, they are quite noticeable. Alright, hop over to engine number 1. Engine number 1 coming up. Morning, Mama. Mama MB in the chat. Love you. Thank you for always popping in. Don't forget to hit that like button. And that goes for everybody in the chat. Please hit that like button.
Set parking brakes.
Setting parking brake.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
We are currently sitting at 3 likes right now. I would like to be a little bit higher than that, everybody. We have a goal. Why is our spoiler going up? That was interesting. Ooh, we're getting foggy here, folks, and it looks like it's getting windy, too. Look at our wingtip. What's our wingtip doing? The wings are flexing, sitting on the ground. That's not good. That means our winds probably just drastically changed, and we are getting foggy here. Uh-oh. Alright, sounds like our engines both... Hey! Bama Man Flights coming in. Bama Man Flights coming in with a subscription. Thank you so much for the sub. You are absolutely amazing. Hope you are enjoying yourself so far. Thank you. Words can't express... What? What is happening? Uh-oh. Something's going on here. Maneuver with care, speed brake, flight control alternate, prop lost. What is happening? Anybody else hear that right now? What on earth? We don't have speed right now. Flight control alternate law, prop lost, max speed. Maneuver with care, speed brake, do not use. What? What is going on here? What could be causing that? All of our flight controls are on. It's very interesting. That almost sounds like, great, what's going on? Confirmation of good engine start. Yep, I know you're waiting on that.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
What in the world? That sounds like GS. Oh, now we're good. Okay, that was weird. GSX, it seems like that what was causing the problem, but everything sounds good. Sounds like water boiling on a gas stove, I know. That was very interesting, but it seems like we are all good now. That was strange. I was going to be annoyed if we were going to have to reset everything here. Anyways, we seem to be okay now. We just got to wait for them to give us the okay to taxi out, and then we will.
Tow truck disconnected.
What's up, Adam? What's going on, my man? He says, congrats on 700 subs. Wow, thank you so much. We are getting closer and closer, everybody, to our 750 subscriber goal. 750. Once we hit 750, we will be doing a long-haul subscriber special. Look at the weather. Oh, boy, this is starting to turn for the worst. Let me get the retard data up here. Let's see what is going on, because this is looking rather sketchy at this point. Light rain and mist, broken clouds at 1300. Visibility is 1 mile. Yep, that looks about right. Okay. Winds are at 15 knots. Alright, that's manageable. Just want to make sure that we don't have anything crazy going on here. Alright, and the one thing I noticed about my camera is that it's very bright. Hold on, I gotta fix that. Gotta fix that, because it looks very weird. Go. Okay, that's good. Just making sure that it all looks nice. Alright, we should be good to go. Everybody getting inside the flight deck again, releasing our parking brake, and let's get rolling. Oh, I lied, we're missing a step. Flaps to 1. It's your window? Yeah, but I can adjust the settings in the camera to negate that. Alright, now we are good to go. Let's hope for no more problems, everybody. Because that issue there was weird. That was a very interesting experience. Meme plus bra equals bream. Alright, and away we go. Charts here to make sure that we are going the right way, which we are. We are going to follow this taxiway right here and then take a left onto Golf 2 up ahead, and then a right onto Golf, and then a right onto Charlie. So quite an easy taxi route here. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, you are right. The weather did turn quite sour on us, huh? You are not kidding. Trying to get myself up the stairs with a broken leg. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that happen to you. Like I said, I've never broken a bone before, and I know if I did, I'm going to be absolutely useless because doctors and all that just don't jive well with me. Anyone who's known me personal for any amount of time knows that I really do not like doctors' offices and will do anything in my power to avoid going. All right. Mr. Nice Guy, what's up? Welcome. All right, taxi checks, everybody. Auto brake. Right here, up to maximum. We go cabin. We'll check them. Let them know that it's almost departure time. Spoilers. Arm those. Takeoff configuration. Test. Normal. Predictive wind shear resolve. Uh-oh. Here we go. Alright. Whoa, boy. Alright, we should be good to go for departure now. We just got to get to our runway and we'll be all set. Speaking of which, we are about to take this next right-hand turn onto taxiway Charlie. Hope when we arrive there will be a butter landing. I will try. We got 2 butters yesterday. In the CRJ 900, we had a minus 66 and a minus, 38 for the second one. So we did quite well yesterday with the butters, and this is the Airbus we're talking about here, so I have supreme confidence that we will be able to get this baby in with no problems, even if we are flying the, oh come on, FSLTL. You know, I'm just about to stop using this program altogether, if I'm being completely honest with you. And the only reason why I say that is just because of that. I kind of feel like it's always weird and can ruin the immersion when it doesn't act appropriately. And I particularly notice that during replay functions. When we're watching replays of our landings, you'll see random airplanes just kind of pop up at any moment. Razul, hello, welcome. Everybody, hit that like button for me. Let's get this stream up to as many likes as we possibly can. Not sure what we are up to as of now. Now our taxiway is made out of grass up here in front of us, apparently. Up to 7 likes, absolutely wonderful. And if you are new here, enjoying what you are seeing, please consider becoming a subscriber as well. You're currently sitting at 704 now. Excellent. Thank you so much, everybody. Only 46 more to go until we hit 750. 750 is going to be a big moment for us, folks. We haven't done a celebratory live stream since we hit 500. So it's been quite a while, so I am looking forward to that for sure. Don't worry about us driving through the grass here. What's with the taxiway? A Microsoft Flight Simulator glitch, my friend. Something not showing properly. I guess we can get the wipers on just for realism, but they don't do anything, so... Just kidding. They're more annoying than they're worth. You can get the rain repellent on, though. Holy cow, we are going fast on the taxiway. At 1:30, I gotta go get my wheelchair, so I hope we end before that time so I get to watch the whole flight. Oh yeah, this one's only about an hour. So we'll be arriving probably at about just before 1 o'clock. Turn off at the devilish noise. I know it's not good. Wait, am I going the right way? Nope, I am not. Not paying attention. Our runway is right here. Alright everybody, this is going to be a turn and burn, so we are going to get our landing lights on, nose lights on, runway turnoffs on, and strobes on, and we are going to be good to go. The weather is absolutely turning for the worst with every passing second here. Kind of had to makeshift our way over the runway because I was a dummy and wasn't paying attention. But we're going to be good. Rolling takeoff? Oh yeah. Turn and burn. Alright, power lever's coming up. 40%. Stable and into flex. Positive rate, 0. Oh yeah, it's gusty. It's bumpy up here. Oh boy. Oh yeah, we are getting bumped around all right. Holy moly. All right, easy does it now. Easy does it. Get a right-hand turn going here. bumps have seceded just a little bit here. Engines are going to have to go into climb mode relatively shortly. Roll out of our turn. And up above the cloud layer we go. Levers coming into climb. Lowering our nose. And autopilot will come on. Spirit doesn't do rolling takeoffs? Yeah, I always like to. Just for fun. GSX makes it 10 times better. What, the takeoff? Get our volume down here. That would probably be FSRealistic, of which you are referring to. You talking about like the shaking and all that? That's FSRealistic. Alright, flaps, coming clean. Alright. Another successful takeoff. We'll come down here. We will get our ground spoilers unarmed. Auto brakes, we go to disarm. And we are doing well. Everybody, if you are new here, you are enjoying what you're seeing, please consider becoming a subscriber. I would really, really greatly appreciate that. Join us on our many legs, many flights that we do throughout the week. I would really, really greatly appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button. Would really, really appreciate that as well. If you are new here, you are enjoying what you are seeing, become part of the MB crew. In all seriousness, though, thank you everybody so much for watching. Everybody that joins in on the daily, really greatly appreciate you. We have a goal, 750 subscribers coming up. That's our next milestone we'd like to reach. We don't have a definite date of when we want to reach that. It's just whenever it happens. Currently sitting at, I think 705. So only 45 more to go, everybody. 45 more subscribers to go until we reach our goal. So please, if you are enjoying yourself, enjoying the hangout, enjoying the camaraderie, please hit that subscribe button. I would really, really greatly appreciate that. Please and thank you, everybody. You are all wonderful. Gamer boy, what's going on, my man? I'm not the best with add-ons yet. I am not the greatest either. We're coming up on 10,000 here, so we're going to get our landing lights off. The biggest problem I have with add-ons is the fact that I always fail to update them and check them regularly for updates, right? So, you know, I forget somebody was telling me, they were like, hey, you know, GSX had an update, you know, quite a while ago, you should download it. And I was like, oh yeah, huh? Probably should. I'm very bad with that. I'm very bad with checking everything for updates, and I need to get better with it. Like I said, I just did my PC. I updated the motherboard drivers. I updated a lot of stuff. Sound drivers. So, yeah, I'd say I'm getting better with it. But on our way to Monterrey, Mexico, everybody. This flight is going to be about an hour or so. We are just passing 12,000 feet on our way up to 34,000. We do not have in-flight snacks, but we do have in-flight entertainment in the form of music, and that will be initiated once we get above 18,000 feet, once we reach transition altitude, everybody. And also, if you notice, I made some changes down here to our donation area. I took that tip ticker out The only reason why I did that is I think that may have been causing a lot of problems with the instabilities that we have during the stream. Because one thing I noticed is, yesterday we kept having an issue where my camera would seize up and get slow. And one thing I noticed is when that was happening was up here, the flight progress bar wouldn't be slow. It wouldn't start skipping. Only my camera and the donation ticker right here on the bottom where it says donation leaders now, that we used to scroll everybody's name that donated recently, and I noticed that it was causing issues, maybe. So I took it off for now and just replaced it with donation leaders there. So whenever somebody makes a donation now, unfortunately, it will not be scrolling across here until I find a better solution for it. So just for now, everybody, donation leaders will continue to be posted here. It's a new month, so it is blank. So just keep that in mind. And I apologize about that if you don't see your name scrolling across here if you do make a donation. Just know that just for stability reasons, we will be keeping it off for now. But look at that. Always love Microsoft Flight Sim. Always looking so realistic. Always looking so nice. Always looking absolutely stunning. Spirit Airlines, everybody. Spirit Airlines. Never flown on them before. I've heard some okay things. I've heard some not okay things. But, yeah, I'm thinking when we hit 750 subs, everybody, I think we will be doing, more than likely, because the 11th is coming up very quickly. It's a week from today. So next Friday, Sim Update 11 drops. So I think we're going to standard mode. So I think what we'll be doing is probably an Innie Builds A310 long haul. I'm thinking is what we're going to go with. Alright, time to get some music going, shall we? It's I have heard that before. Get exterior view, shall we? Headphone users, be warned. Transport dude, what's up? Did your crew clean up the cockroach in the seats? Oh, man. Is that a issue with Spirit bugs? Like I said, I've never flown on them. I've only ever flown on Frontier Airlines and Southwest in my life. I mean, I've flown on them. I've only flown on Frontier once. Southwest I've flown on, oh, man, well over 24 times. Cockroach. Not doing the best on ground speed right now, but that's because naturally we have a 54 knot headwind, everybody. You can see right there. 54 knots hitting us dead in the nose, which is setting us back quite a bit because our airspeed's actually 418 knots. But because of that headwind, we are being set back just a little bit. But that is no big deal. Can't really do anything about that. Let's check the weather for Monterrey. Me, who has only ever flown with European and Asian airlines, used to fly Southwest. I miss it. Hey, it's still not too late. You still can. Alright, let's get the METAR here for Monterrey. So, visibility 6 miles, clear skies with a haze, winds northeast 6 knots. Wonderful. A little bit of haze is no problem. Nothing we can't handle, right? My favorite airline is probably Air France. Nice. You know, I was thinking about doing some Air France hop operations in the CRJ. I have delivery installed, we just haven't done it yet. In the future, though, for sure, we will be taking a look at that, believe me. Remember, everybody, hit that like button for me. Get the stream up to as many likes as we possibly can. We are currently sitting at 12. Our goal for this stream, let's set it at, let's be modest at first. Let's set it at 20 for the goal. If we hit 20 quickly, we will change that and switch that up to 30. But we'll start off with 20 for now. I think that we can definitely make that. That seems like a easily accomplishable goal. Probably the best Air France flight. Charles de Gaulle to Bangkok on 777-300. We just did Bangkok, actually. $20 subs or 720? 750 is the goal. Look at the clouds. The clouds always, they just continue to impress me in this sim. They do not disappoint, that's for sure. Look at that, looks like FlyByWire fixed the airplane. We don't have any of those weird shadows anymore. Remember how the window used to be surrounded in weird shadows, like all flashy? Looks like that's gone. So that's cool. The sun is right there shining in the airplane, so I definitely don't think it's a problem. Have you ever tried to fly to your home Microsoft Flight Simulator? Oh yeah, there's a payware product for my home area. Well, the home airport. I've tried flying along the highway near my house and tried to follow the routes, follow the streets. Unfortunately, with my area over here, the photogrammetry and all that really isn't the hottest, just because it's such a small area and it's not really a very well-known area, so yeah. Being the smallest state in the union will do that to you. Not a lot going on around here, but was extremely happy when a developer on FlightSim.to released a payware version of my local airport, which I immediately purchased. Rycraft, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're having a great day. You've been sick the past few days? Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you'll definitely feel better soon, my man. Settle in for some Microsoft Flight Simulator and I'm sure you'll be feeling fantastic. Alright, there goes 30,000 feet, or 31,000 feet. We are doing pretty well. Me, who only plays on Real Flight Simulator without Pro, being jealous of people who even have Microsoft Flight Simulator. Sorry for language? No need, Colin. Where'd you use bad language? I didn't see it. We will try to butter, RM. We will try to butter. I promise. Usually we do pretty well with the A320. It's a pretty forgiving airplane and pretty easy to butter with all the fly-by-wire systems. Lucas Armand says Phoenix fly-by-wire or just normal? So, I would say fly-by-wire definitely for sure. Definitely for sure. Over the regular Asobo default A320. But yeah, no, I'm saying that the fly-by-wire is definitely amazing. The Phoenix, I don't have the A320, so I couldn't really give you an opinion on it. I've heard a lot of really good things about it, though, but because I don't have it, I really can't give you my opinions. But from what I've heard about Phoenix, and of my experience with the fly-by-wires, both of them are very good options and absolutely amazing additions to your hangar. But the one advantage that the fly-by-wire has over the Phoenix is that it's free. I have Real Flight Simulator. Actually, it's pretty good. Nice. I want to get the Airbus TCA pack for my birthday. November 11th, hopefully I get it. Fingers crossed for you, my friend. It's hard to land the A320, really? I think it's alright. Which version? I'm using the the developmental version right now. Hope you do a good landing for Spirit. I hope so, noob. Hope so. I have the Phoenix one. Pretty good, not gonna lie. Are you flying the fly-by-wire right now? Yes, I am. Yep, this is the fly-by-wire. A very nice airplane, and the fact that it's free just makes it so much better. But usually when we fly these bad airlines, guys, usually when we fly these airlines here, like Spirit, Ryanair, we usually always end up buttering every time. The last time we flew Ryanair, I was challenged to land from the right seat, which we did. We landed from the right seat the last time we flew Ryanair, and I got a -18 on touchdown. We hissed that runway like you wouldn't believe. It was absolutely wonderful. From the right seat, too. My first time ever doing a landing from the right seat, and we absolutely nailed it. We did try a right seat landing with the fly-by-wire a couple weeks ago, and it didn't really go so well. But yeah, normally we do pretty well with the Airbus. How long do I have left on this leg? About 29 minutes. You see up here, my friend, where it says TTG? It's time to go. So 29 minutes until we arrive, but usually add about 5 to 10 minutes to that to account for slowing down and everything. Someone should clip the butter with Ryanair? Yeah, I can. I was thinking about it. You know, once I get a better PC, I probably will end up recording my streams a lot more. And the only reason why I'm not doing that is just because of space. Is really the only reason. But yes, remember everybody, if you are new here and you are enjoying what you are seeing, please consider becoming a subscriber. I would really, really greatly appreciate that. We have 45 subscribers to go until we hit our goal of 750. You can get an external disc. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. It's just all that stuff costs some cashola, and now my career outside of YouTube has really taken off. So because of that, more things like that will be available to me. It'll be easier for me to acquire such things. Altitude horn, why are you stuck on? Where's the altitude horn cutoff? That's up here, right? Oh god, where's the cutoff for the altitude horn? Is it up here? Nope. Oh, why is the altitude horn stuck? Oh, maybe because we aren't... Why did we get back into this mode? Why? Can somebody explain that to me, please? Why did we get back into managed mode? Why does that keep happening? That's happened every time we've flown the fly-by-wire recently. We will get off of managed kind of altitude mode here and just get into a 1,300 feet per minute climb still. Irritating. Chris, what's going on, my friend? You only live once to see an A380? I've only seen one once. Only seen an A380 one time. It was outside of Boston Logan International Airport in Boston, Massachusetts. I was flying out of there, and I did see a lovely A380. Experimental A320, correct? Yeah. Well, no, developmental, not experimental. But it didn't start. That didn't start happening until recently, man. Irritating. But it's known. But I like using the developmental version just because the fly pad's a lot more expensive. Can you show my setup? Go underneath my channel and look at my shorts. I do have my setup posted there in a short little video. I have both my Boeing setup showcased and my Airbus setup showcased. But remember, everybody hit that like button for me, please, and thank you. We want to get up to 20 likes by the end of the stream. Look at my shorts. Instead of eat my shorts, just look at them. Do I have the PMDG 737? I for sure do. I have the 700 and the 800. We just flew the 700 on Wednesday. This has got to be my favorite song on my playlist. But for the 800 or the 700, I like them both. For me, I think as far as performance, the 800, by far. Like performance of the airplane, meaning speed and agility and all that. The 700 I prefer more, just because it, I love the shortened versions of the airplanes. Oh yeah, and are you a real pilot? I am not, unfortunately. I am not. Maybe one day, right? Maybe one day. The dream is still there, you know, so I really hope to achieve the goal of becoming a real pilot one day, even if it's a private pilot certificate or something like that, where I just own my own little Cessna, you know. Wouldn't be against it. I'm jealous about people in Dubai. A380 is the norm there, I know, right? If you go to, if you have a major international airport around you, like I said, I'm lucky enough to only live about 35 minutes from Boston, 40 minutes from Boston, so it's pretty easy for me to spot A380s if I really wanted to. If I wanted to go to Boston and plane spot over there, that's where I did see the one A380 I've ever seen. I've only seen it once, and I think it was a BA, British Airways. This was back in like 2014. Near LAX, nice. Alright. Live close to Dover Air Force Base, so I just get C-17s doing low passes on the regular. Nice. Got it. I get close-up shots of my local airport, I think, sent to the chat already. Yeah, I see those, my man. I'm in New Jersey, so every time I go to JFK RL, I have to go look for an A380. Oh, yeah. Alright. We are getting to the point of where we are going to have to start descending very shortly. We have 213 nautical miles to go, so we're going to come down here to the fly pad, and we are going to get our top of descent ready to go. The altitude of which we need to get down to, right as we turn onto the approach, is 4,000 feet. 4,000 feet. So, what we'll do is we will sync our current altitude. We need to get down to 4,000 feet. And we always go for a descent rate of about 17. Gosh darn it. Always use the numpad on accident for that. About 1,700 feet per minute on the descent rate, and this is telling us about 112 nautical miles out we should start descending. I don't trust that at all. That is usually a load of nonsense, if I'm being completely honest with you. So what we will probably end up doing is we will start descending at probably maybe like 125, 130 nautical miles out. We will start our way down. Just landed nice. Spirit says prepare for landing an hour before landing. Gotta get ourselves prepared, right? There's the lovely yellow Tic Tac. We start descending in probably about 5 minutes. Hit that like button, everybody. Go ahead, it's free. It's free. Hit that like button. We'll really greatly appreciate that. Our goal is 20 likes by the end of the stream, everybody. If you wouldn't mind hitting that for me, would really, really greatly appreciate it. I'm not trying to sound like a beggar or anything, but please, if you wouldn't mind. Ever flown Norwegian? We have. We've flown Norwegian one time. We have flown Norwegian once before. Quiero conseguir esos juegos. I want to get that game. Yeah, I mean, it's an absolutely amazing title. Microsoft Flight Simulator is absolutely fantastic. And the fact that it's available on the Xbox, too, is even crazier. And if I completely butchered the pronunciation of the Spanish language there, I apologize. And if you are enjoying yourself so far, please consider hitting that subscribe button, everybody. We have a goal. 750 subscribers. You know you want to do it. You know you want to click that button. Just a little tap. Just a little poke on the screen. And give me a subscription. You know you want to. Wait, how'd you translate it? Good old Google. Congrats on 700. Thanks, Aviation. Thank you. It's another banger. $185 nautical miles. We'll start descending in just a few minutes. But yeah, come on, guys. Hit that subscribe button for me. Do me a big favor. Do your boy Mike a solid. Become a subscriber. Would really, really greatly appreciate that. 44 more to go until 750, everybody. 44 people. waddling, huh? They just released a C-17 for free, did they? Did they now? Do I use SimBrief? Absolutely. In my opinion, SimBrief is almost a... Whoa, my goodness. Oh. Wow. Alright, that was a close one, everybody. Oh, baby. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, man. That was nuts. You can't get there before the 11th now? Huh? Barendra, hello, welcome. Big Business, the speed. I know, that was nuts. That was crazy. You can't get there before the 11th now. What do you mean? No plain TCAS? Oh, no, we have TCAS. We just weren't in the cockpit for us to hear the warning. Do I pay for the Navigraph subscription? I do. I do indeed. It is well worth it. It is well worth it, my friends. Navigraph is absolutely well worth it. Look at that scenery coming up in front of us up there. That's looking rather nice. That's looking rather nice. Look like a 737. Definitely worth it. It is. I think it's worth it enough just to figure out where you're going in an airport. That's one of the main reasons why I got it. No, but in all seriousness, if you go back to the very early streams on this channel and you look at the way I used to navigate and the way I used to navigate approaches, it was very, I wouldn't say difficult, it was just very, I wouldn't even say not by the book, right? Because I do a lot of things that aren't by the book. I don't use ATC, you know what I mean? And to be completely honest, it's probably not gonna be a point where I'm using ATC a lot. You know, I'm a big believer of just coming up here and having the skies to myself, using something like FSLTL, and not have to worry about controllers and being told to go around and all that stuff, you know what I mean? I'm the kind of simmer that just wants to get his flights done and enjoy having complete control of my situation. So, you know, I've been on the VATSIM network a few times, not to say we're not ever going to use it on stream, but I just prefer to be off the network, personally. Alright, so we are going to start descending very shortly here. Probably at 150 nautical miles we will start getting down. So let's get our destination data entered in here. I wish it would let you just transfer away from the flypad. Alright. 29er86. QNH. Temperature was 24. And the wind was 0 for 0. That's weird. Don't know if I trust that. But, yeah. Yeah, no, like I said, I enjoy having complete freedom in and around the environment of Microsoft Flight Sim. You know, not that I don't want to fly with controllers, I just don't prefer it, you know? It just is what it is. Alright, let's get ready to start going down, shall we? We're going to head down to 18,000 first, because we do have this terrain up ahead of us. So we do need to keep that in mind. So, let's start the descent. I said going down at about 1,700 feet per minute here. I cannot wait for FlyByWire to add VNAV. That is going to be good. That reminds me, yesterday on VATSIM in Atlanta, Approach gave a plane instructions to intercept the ILS and he said unable. Unable. Man. Yeah, like I said, maybe one day, guys. Maybe one day. You know what I mean? And perhaps there will be a time when we do hop on the network, but when that will happen, I really don't know. Next leg multiplayer, I'll consider turning it on. You know, there's many airplanes for the sim that are going to be released soon that I am beyond excited for. It's like, there's so many of them, I can't even begin to express really excited for the, of course, the Unibuilds A310 and the DC-3 by Aeroplane Heaven that is going to be coming with Sim Update 11 for the 40th anniversary. Is another aircraft I am just beyond excited to get my little paws on. Only because the DC-3 is one of my favorite airplanes. Are you going to be able to get the C-17? Yeah, I could definitely get it for sure, especially if it's freeware. There's nothing really stopping me from downloading it, unless having something against the C-17, which I do not. You know, I also heard that Asobo is developing an Antonov AN-225, which would be really fun to play around with as well. Good tunes. Have I ever considered doing a flight that's happening IRL live time? Yeah, I have in the past. It's all about, like, for instance, in the title we put real world ops in there. And, you know, what that means is that this is just a real flight. That's the actual flight number, NK2118. This is a real flight that gets performed. In regards to doing it live time when it actually happens, I've taken a look into doing it. It's just hard for me to find flights that will kind of work with the streaming schedule of being able to get in, have a 20-minute turnaround or a 30-minute turnaround to get back out, you know. It's hard to find flights that kind of go with that schedule. I've considered it in the past, and maybe we'll try to do it in the future for sure. You bought GSX Pro? I really like it, so do I, man. I wish FlyByWire put the A380 on the marketplace, maybe one day. Which overlay are you using for OBS? That is FlyLiveStudio, my friend. FlyLiveStudio. And I just went and put some tweaks in it in Photoshop and kind of added my neon colors, added my logo, switched everything around, and made my own little custom layout using their template. But yes, FlyLiveStudios is an excellent flight data overlay, if that's what you want to call it. Look at the mountains, look at that terrain. Looking absolutely stunning. Per usual, Microsoft Flight Simulator looking absolutely great. Imagine if we had this in 2006. Imagine this, guys. You were all longtime flight sim fans in here, right? Imagine the days in FSX where we are playing, and especially me, playing on your father's, like, e-machines desktop that he bought for the sole purpose of doing Flight Simulator with you. But the computer really didn't meet the minimum hardware requirements for the sim. I mean, it did, but it ran on low to medium settings at about 20 to 25 frames per second. That's what I grew up on with Flight Sim. So imagine going back and telling somebody that didn't really have the best hardware and telling them that 15 years from now, this is what Flight Sim is going to look like. Imagine the reactions that you would get. See me as back then, FSX was considered to look crazy. We would have needed NASA computers to run this, I know, right? Yeah. If you would have ever asked me, you know, 15 years ago when I was flying FSX that this is what Flight Sim would have turned into eventually, I probably would not have believed you. I definitely wouldn't. I would have been like, you are BSing. I do not believe you. You know, I was really thinking about, imagine how Microsoft Flight Simulator 2050, 32K graphics on low. Probably look like this. Alright, one more tune, everybody, one more song, and that's it. Probably got everything cartoony instead of realism. But I was thinking about kind of doing like a throwback episode or stream in doing Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Playing FSX on stream just to kind of take us all back and kind of see where we came from and, you know, see how far the simulator, like just Microsoft Flight Simulator in general, has grown. You know, I was thinking about doing that for fun. Let me know if you guys would like to see that. Maybe doing a throwback stream in FSX, go back in time. Revisit some of the old add-ons. Maybe we can do some Captain Sim stuff. Found a cool flight sim on Android called RFS. Oh yeah. Heard of that many times, and I know many people in the chat do use that themselves, and they tell me many great things about it. Alright, we are going to be leveling off at 17,000 heat. 17,000 heat. 17,000 feet. We have a constraint, so we can't go any lower than that until we reach Agmum right here. You see, those are our constraints, so we got to be at 17,000 feet here. We cannot go above or below that. We are obviously a little bit off, but that's no big deal. That's kind of the reason why I don't like having ATC on, is because I can make mistakes like that and not be at the correct altitudes. But obviously, we got to be at 17,000 feet because of all of the mountainous terrain right here, which means when we get over here too, we are probably going to slow the airplane down just a little bit because we have to do a lot of descending to get lined up with our runway here. You can see we got to go from 17,000 feet all the way down to about 3,300 before we turn downwind and onto finals, so, or 4,800 as well. So yeah, we got some descending to do in between there, which is going to require us to slow the airplane down just a little bit. That's the closest you'll get on Android? Yeah, man. You know, I don't have an Android. I have iPhone, Team iPhone. You know, if I'll be real. I flew Flight Simulator X. If anything, it's just a hey, next time, yeah, right? You know, I'll be real with you, when Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 first came out a couple years ago, I was still playing FSX on my old gaming PC that was built in like 2008. You know, I was still playing FSX even when this came out, so it's just absolutely nuts to see how far it's come, you know, remembering all the many hours I spent playing FSX in general, and the many PCs that I had it installed on. You know, I had it installed on my father's PC, I had it installed on mine, I had it installed on a laptop that I had so I can play it on the go. You know, if any of the OG FSX people remember too, but when you played FSX online, you had to use GameSpy. Anybody remember that? God, some of you youngins in the chat probably don't even know what GameSpy is. Man, takes me back, let me tell you. What's going on? He says, hi. Last leg? Nope, we have one more to go after this. We were supposed to stop the music a while ago, so we're going to stop it now. And let's get the sim volume turned back up. Works on all phones? Gotcha. But yep, here we are chilling at 17,000 feet for now. I grew up on one of those flight sims that bombard you with ads. Oh, jeez. I remember when X-Plane Mobile came out. I'm pretty sure it was just X-Plane 9. X-Plane 9, I had a first generation iPod Touch. Or maybe a second generation iPod Touch. Oh, I gotta fix my eyes here. They're a little itchy. I know I shouldn't be touching my face, but then I gotta fix my hair. Yeah, at least we were lucky to have high-speed internet back then. I was on dial-up for the longest time when I was a kid. Yeah. Our internet speed wasn't exactly the crazy fastest, but it did its job. I can remember downloading add-ons for FSX way back when at my dad's house, and it being interesting, that's all I'll say. You know, it would be a 500 megabyte file, a big megapack. I remember one of them was an A300 or an A310, big megapack for the simulator, freeware, and it was like 500 megabytes. I remember that file took like a day and a half to download at my dad's house because his internet wasn't exactly the fastest, so it was only downloading at like, you know, a megabyte per second or so. Maybe it took a whole day to download the entire thing. And yeah, that's kind of what I went through back then, man. When you wanted to get the full flight simulator experience when you were a kid, and when I was young like that, I didn't care. I was like, whatever, no big deal. We'll just keep this going. And, you know, I was actually thinking about, I actually came across some of my very first flight simulator videos I ever posted. And I have them saved somewhere on a Google Drive account. And I came across them, and I was like, oh my god, wouldn't this be hilarious today? Because people don't understand, I was doing YouTube videos when I was like 12 to 14, 15 of Flight Simulator, and it was all FSX, man. So I was thinking about posting those to the channel just as kind of like a funny gag, you know, and post one of them without giving any information on it, without giving any warning, and just being like super realistic HD flight simulator, which is what I used to name them back then, but it was just me playing FSX on low settings using fraps to record, and getting a whopping 13 frames per second, filming a Concorde takeoff or something. And I thought those were the bee's knees back in the day when I made those, man. I was like, yeah, look at that video, man, using Windows Media Player and Windows Movie Maker to make them, and like kind of putting transitions in, and thought I was editing and being technological, and man. And so I was thinking about maybe posting those, or just kind of like watching them with you guys on the channel during a live stream, just to show you like what we, you know, what I used to make back then. But I don't want to embarrass myself, because believe me, some of them are like, oh boy, these are terrible. I have to be 30 minutes early for the hospital, so I gotta get ready right now. Alright, Jenna, you got a 40 out of 45 on your test. Nice, foot, nice. I know yesterday you said that you were nervous about how you did, so good to hear, my man. Alright, continuing along with our descent here. Out of 25 in biology, nice. I mean, to be honest, some devices don't handle flight sim games these days. Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. I did a lot of research before buying this PC on what the best components were to buy that would run the simulator the way that I would expect it to run. like up to my standard, because like I said, for many years I always had a subpar PC that wasn't able to handle playing the simulator well at all. But now that I saved up money for a PC and, you know, was going to buy something nice, my first like super nice over the top, lots of hardware, you know, something that was going to be able to run this simulator absolutely amazing. I did a lot of research on it and what cards to get, what cards not to get. I was told to stay away from the 3060 and to get a 3070, and I was told, you know, the 3070 Ti really isn't worth it, and it's, and all that stuff. So I did a lot of research before I got anywhere close to buying the computer that I'm using now. Here's the thing, my dad built my PC that could run the flight simulator, my mom got my laptop. Nice. Yeah, those were the days. Everybody, if you haven't done so already, please hit that like button for me. Would really, really greatly appreciate that. We have hit our goal of 20. Oh boy, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for your support in hitting that like button for me. And if you are new here, enjoying what you are seeing, please consider hitting that subscribe button as well. We are currently sitting at 707. 707, how funny. A wonderful airplane in its own right. The 707. Please, like I said, consider hitting that subscribe button for me. Would really, really greatly appreciate that. Get us up to closer and closer to our goal of 750, which we are getting closer and closer. Only 43 more to go, everybody. 43 more to go. I have a feeling that we will be able to hit it. And the one thing that I'm kind of excited about is being able to hit that goal before or after Sim Update 11 comes out. And the reason why I'm excited to do that is just because we'll be able to use the A310 for the 750 subscriber long haul special. Technical difficulties at the start of the stream? No, I don't think so. I didn't think so. I thought we were all good. Well, no, we did have an error where GSX caused our pushback to go a little bit awry, but other than that, everything seemed to be okay. .757 versus A340, I think the answer is obvious. I'm going to go with the 7.5. Not that I haven't been a fan of the A340, it's just I've never flown it. Want to join me? We are doing group flights today. If I have time after the stream, my friend, we will definitely consider it. I'm preparing for a new job that I'm starting on Monday, so I kind of have a lot to do when it comes to that. After stream and everything going on this weekend, so if I have time, for sure, join the Discord as well. I was thinking about doing more group flights as we go along. How do you change to your window view? So the way I have it set up is I have it set up on my numpad on the right hand side of the keyboard, and the way I have it set up is just like, you know, the key 8 on the numpad is the front of the airplane, because that's considered the arrow up. Then 6 is this view for the engines. I mean 3 rather is this view over the engines behind engine 2, and 6 is just forward of engine 2, and same thing on the other side. 4 is just forward or just in line with engine 1, and the 1 key gets us behind engine 1. And then 5 is the overhead, 2 is the FMC, and 7 is the flypad. Do you think the A340 or the A380 will last longer? Probably the A380, to be honest with you, because there's demand for it. I forget what airline it was. I believe it's the A380, and only because a lot of airlines have recently had to activate their A380s and pull them from storage. They had to pull their A380s from storage and get them going again because the demand for air travel after COVID just increased so much that, you know, they had to do it to meet demand with their routes. Was it Emirates? Yeah, I'm not sure who it was. Is there any alternative for GSX Pro or some file for GSX? Not that I'm aware of, my man. Apparently FedEx might be getting A380s. Really? It's interesting. That is for sure interesting. I'm coming up on 10,000. I know they've been talking about that for a while. And they've talked about it before. But it's exciting to know that they might actually be pulling the trigger. Doesn't listen to in-game ATC yet, is annoyed that AI is just taxiing in the way. Maeve, yeah. You know, I say the same thing about FSLTL, where I'm like, ah, god darn it, what's this airplane doing? Get out of the way. And it's like, yeah, well, maybe if I actually, like you said, listen to ATC, or, you know, have I used Crayon? I have not. Apparently Ryanair is getting a 747. Jeez. They had 10 orders a long time ago that they canceled, but they might be ordering them again. Really? And what was Airbus's response to that? We are a little bit high, ladies and gentlemen. We are very high to be able to make this approach. So I think what we might have to end up doing is a big circle. So yeah, let's start doing that now. We're gonna deviate off of our course here, everybody. Hope you don't mind, because we need to lose some more altitude. It's an AI that makes what you look up on it and make a picture. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Where it's like, oh, I asked this thing to paint a picture of Barack Obama smoking a cigarette. It's like, what? Interesting. Yes, I do know what you were talking about. Spirit Airlines is getting a 777-300. Jeez, for what? Where are they going to fly with that? I mean, no offense to them. I mean, cool. Do what they want. A little weird, in my opinion. Keep imagining. LAX, LAS probably. Apparently British Airways is getting the A380. They've had the A380, haven't they? Be nice, you two. Okay, time to wait for my Uber because I'm not driving with a broken leg. Yeah, I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't, that's for sure. Get some flaps out. Get our spoilers armed.
2,500.
Auto brakes set to medium. Alright, everybody enjoy the arrival. We are going to get the replay tool up and going and start recording here. Recording. We will get some audio up as well. Enjoy, everybody. Audio, am I using FSRealistic? Yes. Sure looks cloudy? Yeah, very hazy. Very, very hazy. Alright, well, we are going to take manual control of the airplane here shortly. Let's get down to our approach speed of 134. Alright, our control. I know that we are considered pretty slow already, but that's just my flying style. I like to get slower possible because I don't generally have the right, you know. I do not have visual on the runway yet. It's got to be right here in front of us somewhere. Oh, stop. You're coming down. Oh, runway, where are you? I cannot see it. You guys see it? I don't see it.
1,000.
ILS? There is no ILS on this runway. So I'm assuming we will have to go around. Coming up here shortly. There it is. Alright, I have visual. We got it. We got it.
500. 400.
Good old Mike landings. Way off center line. Can't see the runway, you know, the usual.
300.
Nothing out of the ordinary, folks. Nothing out of the ordinary. For a very hazy arrival into Monterrey.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard.
175, yikes. A lot more harsh than I would have rather liked, but we made it. For not being able to see what the heck we were doing. Pretty late? Yeah, that happens. Happy the landing rate monitor worked for the Airbus, because the last time we tried to use it, it didn't work. So that's cool. Let's get our flaps up here, get our landing lights off. APU fired up. Okay. Landed a little late, but we didn't need to go around. We had plenty of runway. I wasn't about to initiate a go around because I flew past 3 touchdown markers. Gotta go. Alright, Janet. Good luck with your leg, my friend. Not able to set up correctly? What? What aren't you able to set up correctly? Come on, GSX menu, pull up for me, please. We'll just go with gate 4. FSRealistic? Well, I just did it by the installer, my friend, and it installed for me. I didn't have any issues. So gate 4. Well, alright. A little bit of a shaky arrival into Monterrey for the first one there. Couldn't see worth anything. We didn't, I reloaded SimBrief there for a while when I saw the haze and it told us runway 11, so I'm assuming if SimBrief uses real-world accurate information that that's the runway that they are using today. There was no ILS option for runway 11. But we ended up getting her down with no problem. Even though there was a lot of turns and a lot of adjustments we needed to get her down, we did. And with an acceptable landing grade of -175. Not able to set it up correctly? Yeah, man, like I said, I just used the installer, the EXE, and there wasn't any tinkering that I had to do, so I don't really have much IT guidance for you, unfortunately. My apologies. Oops, I probably should have turned over here. Janet, what's up? And gate 4 is... should be the second one in over here. Would have been a lot easier with VNav. Yeah. If I would have thought we were in a situation where I would have put the airplane in danger as far as going around, I would have. I wouldn't force the airplane into a situation it shouldn't be in. So according to our charts, this is gate 4. And as you can see, gate 4 is occupied. So I'm assuming this is gate 4. I don't see a marshaller, but I see some grounds crewmen walking around, so that should be our area. I see some trucks. And there is a... Yep, there's the marshaller. Okay, we're in the right spot. Cool. Cool, cool. Did we butter? Eh, not really. There we go. Parking brake set. All right, lovely. How do we do? That's what they call a parking job, folks. All right. That's probably, I think, the best parking job we've ever done. Beautiful. What a nice parking job. And didn't hit the truck either. Isn't that awesome? Okay. Let's get our replay all set to go here. Let's get our replay view here. Let's get our flaps back down. We will get our lights back on, including our strobes. Okay, now keep in mind, everybody, the actually no, it might not. The engines are going to shut down, but the electrical system should be on. And the only reason why I say that is because the replay tool I use doesn't like the FlyByWire A320 in the least. I am good. Just recently got a new package of 65 dresses that my Aussie friend had made by hand. Very cool. Very exciting. I hope you enjoy those dresses. Alright, here we go. Enjoy the replay of the landing from this first view, everybody. Warning, it was a little bit of a shaky one. Grace, what's going on? God bless your work for us. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Everybody, if you are new here and you are enjoying the stream, please consider becoming a subscriber. I would really, really greatly appreciate that. Got to be the most random thing that Spirit could have put on a winglet. Howdy, I know, right? I agree. I agree. Why not just put Spirit or Bear Fair or something like that, right? Not sure where Howdy comes from. Stutter there. See, at least the landing from the passenger view really didn't look all that bad. It's the one thing I will say. There's the touchdown zone. There's a marker. Marker.
What a nice touchdown.
Yeah, that wasn't that bad, guys. I landed 2 touchdown markers late. People making it sound like, well, only one person. Hey, we just smashed into a FedEx. And minus 152 when all was said and done. We will take those all day. That was a solid landing. Solid, solid landing. And it was hand-flown from short final, which I, well, about 7.5 miles out. So I'd say that was pretty solid, guys. What do you think? I give it a good rating. And someone said that it was just okay and I landed late. There's touchdown zone. There it is. Marker 1. Marker 2. Touchdown. There's marker 3. Marker 4. Seven points. It just could have been smoother, that's all. Ow, my back hurts. Barry. Don't forget yikes. Oh no, another one you can't forget is I can do better. I've gotten that many times. I never forget, somebody came in my stream, watched my landing. I got like -1 and change, minus like 120, 130 in the Airbus. And I got someone in the chat, no offense, but I can do better. Okay. Lucas, what's going on? Alright, we'll get one more view, everybody. One more view. Ignore the FedExes that are on the ground there for whatever reason. Really? That was 153? Wow. That looked a lot more smooth than that to me. Oh my gosh. Oh no. FSLTL, what are you doing? You got planes parked in the middle of the runway, you got an airplane that just landed into us. So now those airplanes are stuck there now, unfortunately. Not sure what it is. Someone told me it was a problem with my scenery yesterday, but I don't think that's true. I don't know what the deal is with that. I just updated FSLTL as well, and it looks like we're still having that problem. So I really don't know what the issue is with it. No big deal regardless. And then not to mention, can we just appreciate this parking job that we are about to see right here? Because this parking job is pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie. Howdy! Never mind that, that's just all of our engines starting up. Maeve! The issue is in-game AI, not FSLTL. Gotcha. Yeah, someone tried telling me it was my scenery, and I was like, I don't understand what would be causing that with the scenery, but... I think FSLTL might be coming off my system, though, folks. If I'm being completely honest. If I'm being completely honest. Alright, well, let's, we're all parked here. Let's get the parking brake set. Always like to click it twice there. APU is already running. Our engines are kind of muffed up, but that's just what happens when, you use Sky Dolly. All of our lights can come back off. Well, that's good. Come on, dude. Strobes to auto, beacons off, wings off. Alright, awesome. Seatbelt signs off so people can start moving. Let's get outside. Let's see if we are in the perfect position here. We literally parked, like, absolutely amazingly here. Let's see if we can get the jetways to operate. And of course not, because why would they work? Or even using that, it doesn't. So whatever, for whatever reason, it just, FSLTL doesn't control the planes. I know that. I know that, but that doesn't explain why they are pasted in the middle of the runway like that. Yes, I am well aware that it's the default Microsoft Flight Simulator ATC controlling all of that.
The boarding requested.
Alright. In usual fashion, jetways don't work after the replays, everybody. For whatever reason, doesn't matter where we park the airplane, we can never get it to work. We are literally perfect, right on the money with that parking, straight as an arrow. And, we aren't getting any movement. But anyways, doesn't matter, everybody. We are going to respawn at this exact same gate, and we are going to get up and out of here again, going to... We're going to Houston next. Going back to Texas, everybody, for our second leg. So stay there, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Stretch your legs. Get up. Get a drink. Get a snack. Do whatever it is you need to do. I will be right back once I get everything reloaded here. And we are going to go to Houston. So give me just a few moments, everybody. Thank you so much. Alright everybody, welcome back. Sitting here in Monterrey, Mexico. Our lovely fly-by-wire Airbus A320neo in front of us. Currently in turnaround state, parked at the same exact gate of which we ended at. And as you can see, the parking job is the exact same. Weird, but somehow the jetway is connected. For whatever reason, we can never get the jetways to work when we arrive. I don't know what the problem is, but we are here and ready to go. The airplane's in turnaround state. We are operating underneath ground power, even though I don't see the ground power unit. That's weird. We are operating underneath ground power. What we need to do is get inside. We are already refueled. We already have the passengers loaded on, so the airplane's already up to 0 fuel weight and everything like that, and the fuel's already loaded. So the only thing we need to do is activate GSX for loading and boarding.
Boarding requested.
And then we will hop inside the airplane here, get everything configured for our flight. One thing that I didn't do was get my Navigraph charts set up and ready to go, so I will do that very quickly. There we go, looking good. We are going in on runway 8 right in Houston.
Pilots boarding starting.
All right, lovely. Okay, let's get inside the airplane, shall we, and get everything ready to go. First order of business, we're going to come down here to the FMC or the McDo, whichever you prefer to call it. We are going to come over here to init. We are going to hit init request. That's going to pull our flight plan from the flypad and SimBrief and have everything entered in for us. We are not going to fill in company route. That is going to stay blank for us. We're going to come over here to winded temps. We're just going to hit wind request. That's going to get pulled directly from our flight plan as well. If you're watching the stream and you don't have Microsoft Flight Simulator, we have some talking to do. Alright. Airway waypoint mismatch, huh? What's the deal there? Okay, we'll mess with that in a little bit. Or right now. So, let's get on our... Yeah, what is up with that? It didn't, yeah, we had an airport waypoint mismatch from here. Next waypoint from there should be the J29.
Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
Oh, crap. That's not what I wanted to do. No, get out. Oh, jeez. I've done this before. Darn it. Okay. It's not what we wanted. Ugh, get out of here. Oh, man. How do I... Alright, whatever. We're not going to bother. Not going to mess with it. Why do you load the flight plan in the Airbus, but in the Boeing you enter it manually? Just curious? I don't know. I just prefer, if I have the option to just load everything over myself, I will choose to do so. Oh, no. Now we can't get this out of here. Farmer, what's going on? Now we can't get rid of this. I should have just left it alone. There we go. We got it now. Departure. Runway 11, runway we just arrived on. We are using the MTY 6A, the Monterrey 6A. Oops. Monterrey 6A. There we go. Insert that in. Lovely. Get rid of this discontinuity. Going into Houston, like I said, we are going in on runway 8 right, and we are using the ILS here. Looks like they want us using the H-Town 2. Which we don't... Oh, there it is. H-Town 2 using the CRP. Which doesn't look like it's an option. There it is. Cool. Insert that in. Alright. Good with your girlfriend right now? Nice. Tell her we said hey. Alright. everything is looking good here in regards to our flight plan. Let's just make sure there's no discontinuities. There's one. We will get rid of that. Okay, let's check everything out on the plan setting. We'll get our constraints on. Get plan mode checked out here. Let's see. It's a strange departure, but okay, I'm with it. Okay. Please love Jesus. Like I said, I've mentioned yesterday, I wasn't raised in such a way. I completely understand and respect that, the grace. But I don't really have a comment on that at the moment. I will not delve into religious talks, unfortunately, on the channel. My apologies, my friend. Okay, that's looking good. Let's continue with our perf here. Oops, no, we need to keep going to init before we can do that. Zero fuel weight CG will get loaded in for us automatically. We need to get our fuel, which is going to be 11.1. There we go, awesome. Now we can come over here to perf. Go flaps 1. Flex 2, temp 50. Oops. Accidentally put that in the wrong spot. No big deal. V1, 131, rotate 132, V2, 136. Okay. Fantastic. Very, very nice. Let's just make sure. Cruising altitude 390. Let's make sure that agrees with our flight plan, which it does. Cost index of 10. That also agrees. I always get a cost index of 10 whenever I fly the fly-by-wire. Whenever, because I downloaded a profile for the SimBrief profile for the fly-by-wire, and every time I use it, I get cost index 10. It never changes. Probably just something wrong with the profile, I would imagine, right? All right. Let's get up over top, bring this back to arc. Let's get up top, let's get the APU fired up now. And GSX isn't making any sounds, I've noticed. I mean, it is, but it's not making the sounds out here of these guys loading up the baggage. Interesting. Get our sounds turned back up for us here. There we go. Everybody, if you haven't done so, please turn on notifications for the channel. Let me make myself a little smaller there. Please turn on notifications for the channel and consider becoming a subscriber. Would really, really greatly appreciate that if you're already not subscribed. We have our subscriber goal of 750 that we would like to reach relatively shortly. We don't have a definite end date on when we want to reach that goal, but we are sitting at 707, which means we only need 43 more to go, everybody, to hit our next goal. We are getting so close, and it's all of you guys I have to thank. So thank you so, so much, everybody, for your continued support. You have no idea how much any of it means to me. The fact that people enjoy my streams as much as they do, even though, you know, I don't do anything exactly by the book. I will tell you that right off the ripski. I don't do everything by the book. I just kind of come in here, start up the airplanes, get myself going, and try to keep myself as loyal to real life as possible. But like I said, you will see me do some things out of order. My flows might be out of order and all that stuff. But you know what? It's all in good fun. All in good fun coming in here and experiencing the aviation for what it is and what it offers through Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. That's the way I look at it. I could be doing a hell of a lot worse. I'm not going to name any other YouTubers out there that make content just based off of clickbait titles and starting on the runway in the PMDG 737 without it being configured and get a takeoff warning. Oh my god, why is it barking at me? Anyways, it's all good, and thank you. I mean, generally, I know how to start the airplanes up. I mean, I don't miss any steps usually. Like I said, We all know who you're talking about. But like I said, if it works for him, it's clearly working. It's getting him the clicks. It's getting him to like it. It's making him those sweet YouTube dollars. So, hats off to him. Okay. We have 86 passengers on board out of 159. Not quite full. This airplane holds 173, so we have a few empty seats, but that is no big deal. Ooh, we have a couple people departing over here. Look at that, we have a Volaris A320. Looks like a Neo. We have flown Volaris before. That's the very same livery that we flew, the very same airplane. And away he goes. Very cool. Let's judge his takeoff, shall we? Beautiful. Goodbye, Volaris. Have a safe flight, my friend. Viva Aerobus, huh? What is that airline? I haven't heard of that before. That sounds like something new we can try out, guys. Viva Aerobus. Let's look that up. I have never heard of that. Viva Aerobus. Viva Aerobus. Mexican low-cost airline. Fully owned by the largest bus company group in Mexico, IMSA, and was co-founded and invested. Okay, interesting. Viva Aerobus, alright. That's cool. We might have to take a look into doing some of those flights sometime soon. There's another one right here next to us. Okay. Very cool. Another one over there as well. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to give them a try, guys. For sure. We've only... this is only our second time being in Mexico, actually. On stream. Using an American carrier. I always thought that's cool. So. I have a route idea for the 750 subscriber long haul special, folks. Somebody had mentioned it to me, and I kind of thought, you know what? That might be a that might be something where we might get into. Where do I live? In the United States, Grace. United States. What do I want to? Let me look this up really quickly and see how long of a flight this would actually be. What state? The smallest in the Union. I was thinking about going from Singapore Changi Airport. I was thinking about going to St. Martin from there for the next long haul, but I don't know yet. I don't know yet, guys. I don't know. Alright, we are all set and boarded there, so let's get on out of here. Let's ask a GSX to prepare for pushback and departure. We're going to come up over top. We are going to get our fuel pumps on. External power, we will get off. Everything is looking good. We're going to throw our beacons on now.
We are ready for pushback.
Alright. Lovely. Oops, we get our altitude dialed in here, 39,000 feet.
Departure checks completed. Bypass being inserted.
There we go. These poor guys just stand here all day long and wait for an airplane to come, huh? Look at them, the impeccable standing skills. They aren't even moving. They are stiff as a board. Wonderful airline policy. We are going to go back to the left. Alright, we are ready to go, everybody. Let's jump back inside very quickly. Come over here. We are going to set our ignition source over to ignition start, locking our door. We will come out here over to our wing view. We will release our parking brake.
Commencing push. All
And engine number 2 coming up. Enjoy the startup, everybody. Alright. Sounds like a good start of engine number 2. Let's come over here to the side of engine number 1. Engine number 1 coming up. Out of the PTU actually made my dog pick her head up and look. I know she's it was barking at us. The whoop.
Please set parking brakes.
Set our parking brake from here. Now, the first time I ever flew on an Airbus, I wasn't aware that the PTU was as audible as it was in the cabin. So the first time I ever heard it, it actually it didn't scare me. I was kind of like, whoa. I was like, what was that? I'd never heard that before. And then I've actually seen, we're going to confirm good engine start.
We have a good engine
I've
start.
actually seen a
You can
couple of
disconnect.
guys on social media, a couple of pilots actually poke fun at the PTU and being like, he was getting in his car and he put his seatbelt on and the PTU came on. It was funny. I'm not describing it correctly at all, but funny, funny. Alright, well, let's come down here. Let's get our ignition source set to normal. Come up to the overhead. We will get our APU bleed off. We will get the APU master start switch off. We will get our taxi lights on. Beacons are on, which is lovely. Alright, we are all set to go. Let's come over to the wing view and let's get our flaps to position 1.
Top track disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
All right. We are ready to go, ladies and germs. Bye-bye. Oh my god, your glasses just appeared out of nowhere. Yep, we know, you gotta wait 5 seconds for you to wave bye to us. See ya. Alright, then you put your arm down, now you wait another 5 seconds to start walking away. There you go. So one thing I hope GSX will fix soon is just making the whole process a little bit faster, you know what I mean? Almost like, hey, we're in a busy airport and there's another airplane coming in right behind you, so we need you to have a little bit of pep in your step, you know? But we'll see if that'll ever happen, right? Alright, we are ready to go, everybody. getting our parking brake released, and there we are rolling. Let's get to runway 11. Correct, Grace. Yes, correct. Alright, once we get over here, we can actually get up to speed on our taxi and take our next left-hand turn. We will do the taxi checks, and then we'll be ready to go. Or not really the taxi checks, but, you know, the checklists we perform during taxi to get our airplane all set to go. By that, by checklist, I mean, you know, just a basic memory of everything we need to do. Alright, turning left. A little bit of we get a lot of stutters at this airport. Very interesting, a lot of stutters. Alright, now let's get our auto brakes set to maximum. The cabin, we will come up here and check. Lovely. The spoilers, we will arm them. And the takeoff config, we will go ahead and click on that. And is showing as normal. Alright, awesome. Need to go now? Alright, Farmer, take care, my friend. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate you. Everybody, if you haven't done so already, please consider becoming a subscriber to the channel and clicking the like button. Haven't done so also. Goal, we've reached our goal of 20 likes on the stream. Let's try for a new goal of 25, everybody. How does that sound? 25 likes before the stream ends, I definitely think is more than manageable. Alright, turn and burn, everybody. Rolling takeoff. Get our landing lights on. Nose lights to take off. Runway turnoffs on. Strobes will come on. And let's burn on out of here, everybody. Alright, enjoy the departure, friends. Throttle levers come up to 40%. More stutters. Okay, and into flex. Lever's coming to climb. Lowering the nose. Still under manual control. But we will switch autopilot on now. Alright. Flaps. Coming complete. Still here? Alright. A very nice departure. I enjoyed that. Very nice departure indeed. Awesome. I'm not able to find the window camera. Like I said, man, that's all going to be about camera presets. I have all these set up myself, so the easiest way to go about doing it, honestly, is the way I get my camera views. I mean, if you're on PC, you can go right on flightsim.to and you can download external camera views and then follow the instructions in the download, and you'll be able to get custom views that are already available right on SimBrief without you having to actually do them yourself. And that's what I would suggest. If you want to make more views on your own, kind of get different ones for yourself, you can. The way you do that is you would come over here to your camera. You'll go over to Pilot, click on Copilot, move yourself all the way to the left, hit Pilot, and then bam, you're outside the airplane. And then what you need to do here is you need to save a custom camera view, either 1, 2, 3, 4, whichever one you like, and then hit the key that you use to get to your camera views, and then you will be able to move in and around this area here. Right. Great view, I agree. We're getting an awful amount of stutters over here in this area. Celeste, what's up? Welcome. Alright. Get the simulator volume down a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Let's get outside. Alright, there goes 18,000. You know what that means. Standard mode will be coming here. Here we go. Well, I certainly hope everybody's having a fantastic Friday like I am. Always a good day when I get to stream for everybody here and that likes to come and watch me, so I greatly appreciate every single one of you. As I've mentioned many times before, if it weren't for you guys, you know, coming in and tuning in every single week, it would be very difficult for me to come here and just live stream to myself. So, again, thank you so much, everybody. Big pat on the back for you guys and all of your continued support in the very early goings of this channel. So thank you so much, everybody, for all of your continued support. Thank you so much for all the kind words about my streams, about the videos that I post. And if it weren't for you guys, and you know, I wouldn't be doing this. So thank you so much. I bring nothing but myself to these streams. I'm nothing but brutally honest. And in my opinion, honesty is the best policy, so I'm not going to put on a face, I'm not going to put on a personality, I'm not going to act like some happy-go-lucky guy when, you know, and just alter my personality just for views. I'm not that kind of person, and I can promise you I never will be. So, very happy that people like the true version of myself, and I don't have to put a mask on for anybody to get views or get attention, you know what I mean? And that's really kind of what I like about the flight sim community in general, you know what I mean? We are all so relatable. Like, I can't tell you how many conversations I've had with so many different people that pop in the chat about flight sims, about truck simulator, about trains, cars, sports. You know, that's the one great thing about it, is I find so many people have so many similar interests as I do in the flight sim community. We all have mutual shared interests. Alright, well, we have about 45 minutes to go here, everybody. Oh, look who it is. Look who joined the show. Kitty. First Officer Kitty, oh yeah. Thank you for bringing us content, no problem. Business, thank you so much for joining every stream, really greatly appreciate you. You know, I was thinking about maybe possibly trying to make a new overlay, but I don't know. I'm not sure what I'd want to do for a new overlay. I mean, I like mine, don't get me wrong, I come across so many people that use this same template from FlyLiveStudios, and I was kind of thinking, you know, I put some colors in it, I changed some things around, but I was thinking about maybe trying to make something a little bit different that maybe makes me stick out a little bit. But I don't know. I don't know what that would be. Jose, what's going on, my friend? Welcome. We are going up to 39,000 feet. Wowie. Cruising high today, let me tell you. What's the destination? We're going to Houston. Houston, Texas. For this second and final leg of the day. Well, let's get some tunes going, shall we? That's the Neo? Yes, it is. The FlyByWire A320 Neo. You are correct. Everybody hit that like button for me. We have the goal of 25 likes now by the end of the stream. 25, everybody. We are 3 short clicks away from hitting our goal. So if you haven't done so already, hit that like button. Would really, really greatly appreciate it. Alright, I'm going to be posting a poll in the community section of my YouTube channel, folks, so you guys should be able to see it. And what that poll is going to be Alright, I have that posted, so go vote, everybody. Go and vote. Alright, let's get to our flight deck here, seeing as we are about to reach cruising altitude. We aren't going to be cruising for very long, I can promise you that. Okay guys, I need to use the restroom. I will be right back. Use the restroom before we can start getting ready for our descent, so, god darn it. So give me a few seconds, everybody. Just going to pop over to this view here. You know, let's go this view. Pop over to this view here. We will get this message thrown up. If I keep doing that, I swear to God. Get that thrown up. Alright, be right back. Restroom break. Alright, I have returned. I am back. Don't you worry. Oops. Put my water bottle up there. Good old hydration. We are only 2 likes away from our goal, everybody. 2 likes away from our goal of 25. So please, everybody, hit that like button if you haven't done so already. I would really, really greatly appreciate that. I know I've repeated that about 50 million times since the stream has started. But that's obviously only because I want to meet our goal Meet our goal of likes on the video ASAP. Welcome back. Thanks, Big Business. Thank you for being here, as always. Alright, we are at cruising altitude, 39,000 feet. Let's grab our METAR data here. Well, we don't really have to. We can come over here and look. Winds are at 150 at 50 knots. Oh boy. 27 degrees Celsius on the temps. Sounds like typical, sounds like typical weather for Texas. Let's find out, let's actually look up the METAR here. Oops, 17 knots, winds south-southeast, gusting up to 30. That's lovely. Broken clouds at 2400, overcast at 6500. No significant weather observed at this time. Okay. Excuse me. So it's looking like this is going to be a bumpy ride. A bumpy ride indeed. But not anything I don't think we can't handle. But who knows, the weather might even itself out a little bit by the time we even get there. Let's just cross our fingers and hope that's the case. We're going to try to get a float, or not a float. No, we don't want to get a float. No float. We want a smooth landing here. But look at those clouds, though. This was the very first song I used as an intro, like intro music. This is the very first one. The very first one indeed. So, what's everybody think of the Philadelphia Eagles remaining 8-0? Is that surprising to anybody? The Texans were giving them a run for their money a little bit. It was 14-14 in the start of halftime, so... very interesting to see what's going to happen over the coming weeks as far as the NFL is concerned. There's still a lot of teams that you really can't count out. You know, a lot of people have been talking about I don't think it's surprising. Yeah, I just kind of thought the Texans were gonna put up, but they did put up a good fight. The Texans played a good game. I didn't catch the end of the game. I got kind of tired, so I went to bed. But the one thing that I found was that like I said, yeah, the Texans put up a pretty good fight, man. They did. We got to give that to them, right? They put up a good fight, man. So we're gonna start descending at about 160 nautical miles out or so. Or 160, yes. We got 23 nautical miles to go on that. We're also going to come down here and we are going to start getting our perfect data entered in here for our destination. QNH. 29.901. Temperature 27. And the winds 150 at 50 knots. There we go. But yeah, there's a lot of teams, you know, that we really can't count out yet. One of those being the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You know, I'm a big Tom Brady fan. He was my quarterback since I was a little kid. I was 6 years old when he became a starter. And at that time, was I watching football? Not really. Did I understand it? Not really. But I just remember my dad getting very excited for it, especially those first couple Super Bowl wins that he got. I remember my dad just going absolutely bananas. During that time when he won those Super Bowls. So just absolutely crazy how much I can remember all of that. You know, very, very cool. Grade 7, that's right. Okay. Alright. He's going through a lot, yeah, I agree. But like I said, don't count him out. You know what I mean? Do not count Tom Brady out. I think we've all learned that many, many times. You know, he's going through a lot right now, but who knows, maybe now that his divorce is all over and done with. Not to talk about the man's personal life on the stream. But I'm just saying, what if he comes back, you know what I mean, and now that that's all over and done with, he says, alright, let's turn this into high gear. They could go on a winning streak. It's week 8. They're 4-4, right? Or are they 3-4? 3-4, yeah. So, I mean, who knows? They could go on a winning streak here the rest of the season, 9-game winning streak, and then finish 12-5 or something like that, you know. And still clinch the NFC, especially the NFC South. I think they'll get first place in the NFC South regardless. There's still plenty of opportunity for them. Might want to put your minimums on this one too. It's not anything I usually enter in. Generally, that's just part of my fly style, as you guys know. But we can throw the minimums in here. Let's see. Let's look at our chart here. Oh boy, we should have started descending a while ago. Oops. Wasn't paying attention. Was talking football. Whoops. Whoops. Was talking football, and then I started looking around on the internet about minimums and getting my minimums set up, and I completely brain farted. We should have started descending about 21 nautical miles ago. Whoopsies. That's all right. We can hurry up our descent rate a little bit here. Get her descending nice and fast to help us out. Thrust levers will go down to idle, and we'll just watch our speed. We'll throw in one. We'll put our speed brakes up to 1 as well, and see if well, a quarter, and see if that'll help us out, which it looks like it's going to. All right. Anyways. You don't know. Yeah, Barry. So what I just that's what I was confused about. What I just looked up. From what I just looked up, it's saying that the FlyByWire mod, if you're using the FlyByWire A32, what the heck is going on with the airplane? Oh, okay, nothing. That looked really weird. Did that turn not look very sudden and very sharp, or is it just me? From what I just looked up, it says here, minimum descent altitude and decision height, you set them in the perf page under approach. You just type in the number and store it in the MDA-DH box. Or if you're using the FlyByWire A32NX mod, it would be under the baro or radio fields. And that's kind of why I never really messed with the minimums at all, because I don't really understand them. Especially when it comes to this. One or the other. Okay. Radio is actual height above the ground. Okay. So, what number do I put in there then? Airport elevation 96 feet. Don't know why they give you both, but they do. So, airport elevation is 96 feet. Just do 200 radio? Okay, yeah. That's, from what I know, the standard altitude, right, is 200 for ILS approaches, if I remember properly. Is that the case? Because I did a little bit of research into it quite a while ago. Just so, you know, when I started flying somewhat realistically many years ago. And I never understood the radio altimeter setting the minimum, so I just never have. And I didn't really notice it kind of mess with my flying at all, so I was like, oh, whatever. Winter radio, which would be off the ground, and the other one you just add the runway elevation, basically. Oh, okay, I get it. Gotcha. Barry, I learned so much from you. It's a wonder you watch my stuff, seeming as you know so much. Me making all these mistakes or not doing certain things must drive you nuts. It's all in good fun, yeah. I mean, I don't do anything to put the airplane in danger or anything. I know the basics of everything going on. Like, I know all the systems of the airplane pretty well, I would say. I'd say the airplane that I fly most completely as far as systems go is probably the CRJ 700, or the Aerosoft CRJ series. Okay, last song, everybody. You know, I'm pretty sure this is just repeating itself. Is it just me, or did this song play already? Alright, I'm pretty sure that we can kind of slow our descent down a little bit now. Okay, yeah, the songs are repeating. That's weird. Not sure why it started at the top down again, but that's the last song anyways. There was 18,000. Get ourselves out of standard and back into regular pressure. Have that set to 90902. All right. Hmm. 737 is the same. You just got the knob up top with the collar to switch between barrel and radio. Yes. Like I said, I don't know. That's one of those things where I really never fiddled with, just because I guess when I was a kid, or, you know, many years ago when I was learning a lot of these airplanes, I never really noticed that it affected the way the airplane flew in any way, and really it doesn't, right? I mean, not that I've ever noticed, but it's a good thing to know, and it's a good thing to have, I guess. And if I want to fly more appropriately, it's something I should get used to. It's just nice in bad weather to know when you need to go around if you don't see the runway. Nah. Yeah, I know. I usually make those decisions pretty, on the fly. Believe me, during our first arrival into Monterrey, I was getting close to going around. Once we were at like 500 feet or so, I started to get a little nervous, and then I saw the runway, noticed I was way off center line, and was like, oh, okay, well. Speaking of which, on this chart here, just to make sure I'm seeing it correctly, when we see the runway, I think is 200 feet, or 295 feet is the decision height. And the MDA is 560. I mean, I understand them, I know what they mean, I've just never really used them. Hey, we have traffic ahead of us here. They're way above us, though. .295 on the altimeter. So that would be this one. Correct? Or am I wrong? Right. Start slowing the airplane down now. 240 knots. Same altitude either way. Very true. It is. You are correct. Technically. Alright, here comes 10,000. There we go. I think they give you both because older planes can only do decision height off the radio altimeter. Okay. Ooh, it's already starting to get bumpy here, folks. Can already see us shaking just a little bit. In case you're wondering, in FSRealistic, I did turn down the general turbulence just a little bit because if you leave it at the stock, levels, it's just, in my opinion, way too much. I'll turn it up a little bit, but that's about it. I think this should be fine. Like the MD-80 and the BAE? Oh my god. Don't even get me started on the MD-80, man. I still haven't been able to figure out the, the engine problem. Still can't figure out the engine problem and why our engine shuts down on us when we arrive. And only the right-hand engine. On top of that, I tried it with several different... I even plugged in my Thrustmaster HOTAS 1 stick to see if that, you know, maybe it's the peripherals, maybe it's the Honeycomb throttle quadrant, who knows what it could be. If you want, I can see what version I'm running, maybe you can downgrade. Yeah, I'm going to have to see what's up, because uninstalled it, reinstalled it, I'm getting the same things happening. And the way I did it to recreate it this time was I just took off, did a very short hop, didn't do anything too crazy, to see if I could recreate what was going on, and yeah, no success. Well, like, I had success in recreating the problem, but no success in trying to figure out how to stop it from happening, unfortunately. Which is frustrating, because I would just like the airplane to fly properly. Because we had no problems with it for the longest time. We were flying the MD-80 quite a lot. I actually really enjoy flying the MD-80. It's a fantastic airplane. I love the way it handles, especially under manual control. I love the heaviness of the controls. I love how stiff it can feel. Alright, now we're getting bumped around. Holy cow. I think these are the bumps that they were warning us about here for this wind. Here we go, everybody. Get our replay tool up. Not start the recording yet, but get it up and ready to go. Alright. Oops. Left our speed brakes open. Whoopsies. Alright, there's the airport. Already have visual contact with the runways, so... Lovely. Alright, we're going to get the simulator volume turned up here, everybody. Go nice and loud for everyone so you can hear everything, and enjoy the arrival in
2,500.
Holy crosswind, 29 knots. This is going to be interesting, folks. This is going to be one for the books. Getting myself prepared here, get nice and comfortable. To the approach speed, gear coming down. Oh god, this is gonna be interesting, guys. I'm a little nervous, to be honest with you, about this approach. My gosh, 28 knots, winds coming in from 180 degrees. Time for the butter, we'll see. Should do VREF plus 10. Oh, I got you. 142. My goodness, this is about to be very... 1,000 feet will go to my control, like usual. But this is about to be very interesting. The airplane is flying very sideways. On approach, oh yeah. A very windy and gusty approach. Replay tool, recording.
1,000.
Alright. This is about to be very, Wow, okay. Alright, wow, okay, alright, okay, alright. Easy airplane, easy. Easy airplane, easy. Easy. I'm very high. Very, very high. Wow, wow.
500.
Wow, what a descent rate we just reached right there. I was not planning on that.
400.
Whew.
300.
Come on, airplane. We can do it. Oh boy.
200.
Not paying attention to our speed.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Wow.
10,
Whoa.
5.
Oh, good lord. Oh man, that was an ouch. I wasn't paying attention to the speed at all. I'm surprised we didn't stall out there. Well, welcome to Houston, everybody. If you need a clean pair of shorts, I might have a few pairs you can borrow. Haha, yeah. Spirit Airlines, everyone. What's the livery of the aircraft? Spirit Airlines, my friend. This one right here. A good landing is when the aircraft isn't broken. Yeah. That was. What's the maximum? You know us. We're gonna park right here. In the A320neo, what is the maximum speed? I'm searching what is the maximum safe operating speed in the wind. A321 and A320neo limitations. Crosswinds. The maximum is 38 knots, gusts included. And we landed at what would that say, 29, 30? And we were gusting well above that. I let the speed get way too low. I think that was a big part of the problem. Massive gust right before rollout. Well, that's going to be a fun replay to watch. Hear my reaction. Wow! When that big gust would hit, that wow reaction was an actual general reaction from me. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Oof. Still fun to watch, though. Yeah, that's just nuts. How much the airplane was moving. That right there. Oh my gosh. That big old gust. I wonder what the winds were gusting at. I didn't even think to check. We can look in the cockpit really quickly. Oh! Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that was... That was for sure. That was for sure pretty nuts. Minus 372, 104 knots on the touchdown speed, which I don't even understand how we managed that. If we get this on, we should get our systems back here. Because the Sky Dolly replay tool shuts down the airplane. If we get the APU up and running, we should get some, screens are coming back now. So let's just see what the winds were right here. 25, 28, 20, 29, 36, 26, 20, 26, 27. wonder what the highest wind gust we got was. 27 right there. 18, 27, 29, 25, 29, 29, 27, 26. Yep. 27 on touchdown. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Wowzers. Wowzers, wowzers. Well. Yikes is all I have to say. But it was still fun to witness and fun to fly in. I think that's the highest winds I think I've ever landed in. I think, yeah. Definitely. On stream, at least. I just can't believe the airplane was still flying at 108 knots. Definitely, our tail, I think, struck the ground. Minus 368, so I mean, it's not, it was a hard landing, but we're definitely probably going to need an inspection after that. Well, let's get a view of the outside. As I said, silent as could ever be. Oh my god. That was... pretty nuts. Let's get a look from the front. Wow. Oof, the tail almost had a scrape. Whew. Yeah. Well, I guess I will leave you guys with the final replay view being in the front of the airplane, I suppose. Back her up a little bit more. Back her all the way up out here. Probably should have gone around at about this point. Start up the APU so we can Alright, well, everybody, thank you so much for being here today. I really, really appreciate every single one of you. Watch this crazy, crazy landing right here for the final replay view. And I will catch you guys all later. Remember, there is no stream tomorrow. But however, there will be one on Sunday. Just not sure on the time yet, so keep a lookout for that, everybody, for the start time. And I'll catch you guys all later. Thank you so much for flying with me today. Greatly appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much to all of our subscribers so far. We check our subscriber count. Are we getting closer and closer to 750? Oh yeah, 707. 43 more to go, folks. Should happen in no time. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Have a fantastic rest of your Friday. Have a fantastic start to your weekend. And I will catch you all on Sunday. Take care now, everybody.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 10, 5,